Hello, welcome back to Tarot Time with Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. I got a new angle here. I pulled it in tighter and over the table. Hopefully it works out for you and you do not get vertigo. I know some people don't like this, but anyways, here we go. Giving it a shot. And hopefully you get to see it from my angle. I kind of screwed up on my other channel. Hopefully this time it works out better. And I'm getting a new microphone, earpiece, headphone set. So when I turn to my left, the sound should not cut out. Or if I lean back in my chair to chat or go deeper in thought or whatever, because sometimes I lean back in my chair and that would cut out the sound. So that should all be fixed. Here we go. So let's find out. Amber Heard wants to put out a book because she says she's broke and she's going to do one. So there you have it. My pendulum states it's going to be a failure. No one's going to want it, and it is not going to be a bestseller. So it will not be a bestseller, but let's get the energy on it anyways. Amber Heard's book. Spirit guides and angels, please be clear. First card, let's get this down. Here we go. That flipped. Those all flipped. I'm going to take this pile here. Take that there at the bottom of the deck. I might as well go for it. We have here the Five of Swords in reverse is highlighting the entire spread. So with the Five of Swords in reverse, she is having some lingering resentments, and she has a desire to reconcile. She really wants him back, actually. She really does not want to swallow her pride. Five of Swords is a swallow your pride card. It is hurt people, hurt others. It's very passive aggressive, wanting to win at all costs, and she lost. So she's got lingering resentments. Go figure. So that's why she's doing it. We have here, she is the Liar card. So she is the Liar card, and she would like to act like she's doing things differently and that she is not going to lie anymore. I am being honest. This is my view of things, and so she really doesn't want to be viewed as a liar. She wants to leave it behind her. She wants to act like things are changing for her. So she doesn't want to be seen as a liar. She thinks she's going to clear things up and that people will believe her. The focal point here is Three of Swords. She's thinking that this would bring her healing. Really, it's for herself. We have the blue flower there. The blue represents the consciousness. So she's very consciously aware that she needs to heal this situation. Appears though she's trying to be honest. Appearing though, you know, that she can put this behind her. The hidden energy I have here is the Ten of Wands in reverse. No, upright, excuse me. So she's feeling very burdened at this point in time. It's a very heavy load that she's carrying on her back. That's why she wants to come out and write a book. She's thinking she could really clear up the triangulation issues and heal it. She's feeling very, wounded and gloomy. She's focused on the gloom and doom that she's experiencing. She's definitely feeling sort of out in the cold. And, there's a lot of gloominess in these cards right here. Every one of these is fairly gloomy. And with this Ten of Wands, this is feeling too overburdened, not being able to carry that load anymore, wishing to unload. She wants to unload her feelings of triangulation, wants to unload her betrayal. Basically, she wants to offload it. I think that if she feels she can verbalize herself, she can offload this burden that she's carrying, which is being a liar, which is being a betrayer, which is having to swallow up her pride. She really wants to offload it. She's feeling shame, and she thinks if she talks about it, she can project and get that pain off of her. It's part of projection here. The past position that no longer serves her is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this is being a backstabber and still feeling resentment. So we have resentment, pain, betrayal, burdened, another backstabbing betrayal. She knows she's a liar and a betrayal. And she's got a lot of lingering resentments. This is still some lingering resentments. This is still lingering resentments. So they're all basically rooted in lingering resentments, pain, suffering, lying, burdened, consciously aware of it, having to suck up her pride, swallow her pride, and trying to heal it. She's really attempting to heal herself. This book is about healing herself, not really healing other people. So this is sort of like a diary of healing for herself. We have here, she is not happy. That's the happiness position. So she's not feeling happy. Oops, I might move that way. There you go. She's not, I had it in reverse. She's not happy. So I went like that. So that's happy. That's unhappy. She's unhappy. She wishes she had not seeded the situation. I got to mention here, while I'm in this position with the Sun card, someone made a nasty comment about, because it was a joyous position in a spread with Amber, and it was positioned next to a negative card, such as like the Seven of Swords here. And then I was lying to my followers that I didn't read it right. Well, the person clearly doesn't understand reading, because even if this was in the upright position, it would still read negatively, because you have to read it where it's aspected, okay? Where it's aspected. It would be read, they're seeking happiness, but it's not working because it's positioned next to a liar card, or it's positioned next to a burden card. So what it ends up being when you're a reader, you don't read it as, oh, they're happy. No, what it reads as, the Sun card is about purification and seeding and growing. So then it would become, oh, no, they're not happy. What ended up happening is they seeded this misery. They seeded this burden. So the person doesn't understand reading and aspecting. So anyone who wants to say, oh, no, they're happy, it was in the happy, why can't you read it as happy? It's because it all depends on where it's aspected. So that person clearly didn't understand reading. Because when it's like that, that meant they seeded it. It's shining a light on the situation. So even if this was upright, does not mean she's going to go into happiness. It means she seeded it, and she's responsible, and it's highlighting it, and she's becoming aware of it. It's like a light is being shined on it. So that's how that truly would be read. Even if it was in the upright position, it would still be misery. But she is unhappy. She knows that she's not feeling happiness. She feels like she's going to be miserable forever. If it was in this position, she would feel like, okay, yeah, I made all this happen, but I'm aiming for happiness. So that's how that would be read. Okay, just a little clarification for people who do not understand aspecting when you get a positive position next to a bunch of negativity. So there you go. So here we go, going on here. We have here the Seven of Cups in the upright position. This is having lots of choices. This is the choices card. It's also has a lot to deal with fantasy, illusion, because we have that moon phase here. You know, the moon phase is about moving with grace through the transition, choosing carefully, having options, but those options, because it is a moon, can be fantasy. It could be living in a fantasy world, and you could easily choose something very reckless. So it is, she wants to transition with grace. She knows it might be a bit fanatical, fantasy, illusion, not sure if she's making the right decision, and hoping she doesn't screw up, in essence. So that's how that would actually read. Let's go into the next position with her book, which is the outside influences. Outside influences. We have here, yeah, we have the Empress in reverse. There's the Empress, and it's in reverse. So she's not feeling fruitful abundance. She doesn't have the money. She doesn't have the resources. She doesn't have the hope. With the Empress upright, you have that star. That's very hopeful. That's very healing. It's very nurturing, healing energy, but it came out in reverse. She realizes that this book will not heal her. It will not heal her reputation. More than likely, she's going to be forced with suffering from pain and melancholy. There's that bird there that represents pain and melancholy, and then you have this explosion of misery in the background. Passion is behind her. The death is behind her, having to face this transition, not wanting to deal with the transition, and growth is behind her. This wall here behind her is cracked. That new lease on life, that's that scythe there. There's a scythe on this position, this card here. There's a scythe, which is a new lease on life. She knows the new lease on life is behind her. The growth is behind her. The passion is behind her. The transformation is behind her. The emotions are behind her. She's faced with pain and melancholy, and literally explosions happening in front of her. So she knows it's truly not going to heal her. She's wishful that it would be, that it could give her the money, the resources, that loving energy, being able to love herself and then love other people. She does not love herself. She hates herself. She's not capable of taking her self-love, putting it aside, and loving others. It's not there. It's not possessed in her. It's not in her core. She's not capable. People will view her that way. So the book will be a fail because they're not going to see her as really truly any nurturing, loving energy. So a lot of people are going to turn their back to her book and leave all that behind. So let's get to the hopes and fears. Hopes and fears is she's hoping she can go inward and actually pull out some wisdom. She wants to appear as though she's pulling out wisdom. You know, that she went into the dark night of the soul, and this is a really deep reflection that you're going to read. Final outcome for her book. Final outcome for her book. Final outcome. Ooh, there we go. Final outcome. Four of Swords, defeated. Defeated. She knows she's going to have to take a step back in order to move forward in life. Don't draw attention to my weaknesses. It is a healing position. Total defeat and grief and very unhappy. Yeah, and not wanting, she's going to want to go into hiding. It's a hiding card, going into hiding. So I think she's going to go into hiding when it fails because it's another wounding, narcissist wounding. Lack of attention, being histrionic. She likes the attention. She's not going to get the attention. It's not the star card. It's not the victory card. And it's not Victoria. This is not a victory. It's a fail. So that's going to really hurt her. Let's get to the center of the deck. Center of the deck, I have to flip this over. This is the High Priestess in reverse. Clouded insight, blocked intuition, not going from the gut feeling. So people are not going to feel that she's high vibe. They're not going to see her as being woke or that she has anything deep to say or any connection to say. People are going to feel disconnected from her. She's going to feel disconnected from people. She's disconnected from the truth. And then we have here the seven of Pentacles. Here is the juice worth the squeeze. So everyone's going to think like, is it even worth reading? And then she's going to wonder, was it even worth writing? And then it was a dumb idea. Clouded insight. I was blocked. I probably shouldn't have done it. Was the juice worth the squeeze? She's going to be looking at the money tree. God, did I make any profits here? Am I doing enough book sales? Is it going to even be worth it? So she's going to be looking to see if the pentacles are going to blossom on that tree there. Most of the pentacles are at the bottom under the soil. So she's going to be waiting to see how the book does. Is it going to grow and expand? Is there going to be any growth? Can I make enough money? Is it going to come in? When's it going to come in? I'm waiting for this harvest to come in. So she's going to be sitting and waiting for the harvest, and it's not really going to come. It's just, she's going to, because it's rather grim here. There's a lot of gray, so there's a lot of grim feelings here. It's a loss of a loved one card too. And she lost Johnny. And she's going to realize, I'm very clouded, I'm blocked, I'm not truly connected to people. There's a lack of connection and a loss of a loved one. So she's truly just losing people left and right. She's losing her fuel supply sources. She's lost her matrix. She's lost her support. And she's trying to get it back from a book, but it's not going to happen. So she will end up in this defeated position here. Very defeated. The bottom of the deck here, she's going to feel nothing but challenges and struggles here with the Five of Wands. Yep, more challenges and struggles. So she's going to probably come out. It's all show. This Five of Wands, you know, they like to banter back and forth, but they tend to be more show than action. So she might come out swinging in defensive nature, you know, that, hey, I did the best I could. It's the truth, but nobody's interested, or stay low about it. But she's going to be challenged. She's going to be very challenged with feeling defeated here. She does not do defeat very well. And being defeated is going to really wound her. It's going to be a wound, an internal wound here. Lots of conflicts going on in her mind. So let's get one of these. I should have taken that one. There we go. Manifest. Yeah, she's going to try to manifest things that she wants. Manifest, manifest, manifest. We know what manifesting is. Taking your fantasies, your dreams, and making a reality. So she's going to try to make this a reality. Absolutely. And that's her goal. Her goal is to manifest it and make it work for her. So despite the challenges, she's going to try to manifest into her favor. She will try and make that book a reality and actually get it published. But we have here jurisdiction. She knows here she could end up in court again. She could end up with legal problems. As a result, she could face court again. You know, what are you doing? You know, it's the judgment. So she will be judged. There's another wake-up call. Judgment's a wake-up call. It's like the judgment card in the Rider-Waite. It is a wake-up call. She's hoping that this judgment also would bring her a rebirth, that people might judge her differently. But really, it's going to end up being, based on all the other cards on the deck, on the floor here, on this table here, excuse me, it's still going to be a major wake-up call because it's not going to go her way. People aren't going to be interested, even though she manifested it and is going to try and make it happen. The judgment's still going to be harsh on her. And she's going to be probably ruminating on the divorce, ruminating on the court case. It's all about the court case. This whole book is about the court case and ruminating on it. And all she's really going to end up doing as a result with her energy is defeating herself even more. It's not going to help her. It's just going to defeat her more and more and more. Every attempt she makes is she's putting another nail in the coffin. And this also represents the coffin card, Four of Swords, and it's dead and over with. It's dead, and she's got to accept it. And she's going to wear a social mask. She's not going to show her true feelings here. Yep, she's going to mask up and be that social chameleon and do whatever's necessary to suit the prime aims of what she needs, which is book sales, which is to get people to believe her. She's going to mask up. So she's going to lie. That's sort of like the Seven of Swords card. It's like a snake in the grass. It's about deception, trickery, dishonesty, working against other people. It's thievery. It's hoping your lies go unnoticed. It's very traitor energy. It's very dishonorable. It's trying to stay quiet. Don't draw attention to my weaknesses. I'm going to stay masked up here. So yeah, really dark energy, and it's not going to go in her favor, but she's going to try everything she can to turn this around. They can't accept defeat. Very classic, very textbook. No surprises here. It's exactly what I expect to see when I do a spread on someone who I view as a sociopath. And so this is what you get. This is like a sociopath spread in essence. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.